Hello students, this is Amardeep Singh, your computer teacher, and today we are going to continue with the same chapter working with lists in Python. And in this second session, we'll discuss about slicing a list, list operations, and aliasing a list also. So first we'll discuss about slicing a list. An individual element of a list is called a slice, and a slice can be taken using slice operator with two indices in square brackets separated by colon. As we as we have already discussed in strings that we can slice a string. That means we can fetch a part of a string or a list or any other sequence. That may be a tuple or that may be a dictionary also. So that means if you want to fetch a part of a particular list, then you can make use of slice operator. So for example, here we are having a list of elements 1 2 3 4 5, and as we know that every element stored inside the list uh, by using index. So we can make use of index from left to right or right to left also, right? So all these elements are stored in this order, and if you want to fetch these elements using index from left, then the index of first element will be 0, then 1, then 2, 3 and 4. And if you want to read those that index from right side, then the index of last item will be -1, then second last -2, third last -3 and so on. So here we are having some examples how we can slice or fetch particular elements of a list. For example, if you will print the list like a print li, then it will print, as we all know that it will print all the elements. But if you will print like li, then after that you will specify index, then that means it will print element available at first index. So that means it will return this element, that is the value of that particular position. And if you will specify index, then after that colon, then it will print all elements starting from one index. So that means starting from first index, it will print all the elements available in that particular list. And if you will specify index, then colon, then end index, then this one is the start index and this one is the end index, and this statement will print elements starting from first index till third index, but it will not print the element available at that third index end index position. So that means the result will be 2 and 3. So let's demonstrate how to slice or how to fetch a particular part of a list. So we'll start with, if you will print like, here we are having a list with the 5 elements, and if you will print like li, then it will print all the elements available in this way. And if you will specify 0, then it will print the element available at 0 position, so that is presently hello. And if you will specify -1, so that means it will print the last element, because we are going to start slicing the or reading the element from right side. So that is the last element. And now I'm going to write 2 colon. So that means it will return elements starting from second index position to end of list. So presently we are having 0, 1 and 2. On second position we are having this true value, and it will return starting from this value to end of list. So it will print these 3 elements: true, 12.45 and y. And if you will specify 2 elements, like I want to fetch starting from this to this value, right? 123 true and 12.45, I want to print these values, then I'll specify 1 and 2 3 and 4. So that means here I'll specify 4. So it will return elements starting from first position till fourth position. So the result is 123, 2 and 12.45. So that is all about how we can slice or how we can fetch a particular specified elements from a list. After slicing, we'll discuss about some list operations that we can perform on the elements of a list. So we are having three type of operations like concatenation, then replication or repetition, and membership operations. And first we'll discuss about concatenation. Concatenation, as we know that concatenation means to combine multiple elements to multiple lists, right? So we can concatenate two lists by using plus operator. So that means if you want to concatenate multiple lists, then plus operator is there to concatenate the elements. So for example, here we are having two lists like L1 and L2. So I want to concatenate, or you can say combine the elements of these two lists and want to make a single list. So that means I'll create another list, that is li3 is equal to li1 plus li2. So after that concatenation, and then if you will print the elements of list 3, then the result will be the elements of first list and second list also. So that means it make a single list by combining or by concatenating elements from two different lists. Next we will discuss about repetition or replication operation. So as we have already discussed in string, that means replication means copying a string. So that means if we can repeat or replicate a list using asterisk operator, that is the multiplication operator, that star symbol. So if you want to replicate or repeat a list, then you have to specify here the number. According to the number, this number of time that list, the elements of that list will be repeated or replicated. So let's just try this. So presently here we are having a list that is L1, and I want to repeat this list two times. So I'll specify Li into 2. So here we are having result hello 1 2 3 2 12.45 and 5, and again that list the elements again repeat second time. So in this, by using this replication operator, you will be able to replicate or repeat the list according to the number of time that you have specified here. Next we are having membership operation. As we know that we are having two membership operators, in and not in, and these operators are used to check the existence of a value or a variable or an element inside the sequence, that may be string or a list or a tuple or a dictionary also. So that means by using in and not in operator, you will be able to check if some particular element is available inside the list or not. So just demonstrate. Let's suppose I want to check if this operator return true or false. So I have to specify some condition. I want to check if 123 is available inside the list or not. So I'll specify 123 in li1. Then if the condition returns true, then I will I'll print found, else print not found. Just save it. So that is found, because that value 123 is available inside the list. If you will change the value, then run it, then not found. So in this way you will be able to write in or not in also. Not in actually return the inverse of that condition. So that means if I'll specify not in, so that means we have to change the message also. So you have to write not found here and found in the else portion, but the logic is same, so it will return not found. So that is the use of membership operators, that is and not in operators. Next we'll discuss about aliasing a list. Alias means to create another reference of same list with a different name. In Python we can assign one list to another list using assignment operator, and then both lists will refer to the same object in Python. So that means if you will make an alias of a list, then that means by using this assignment operator, that means in here we are having alias that is L2, and L reference of L1 has been assigned to L2. So that means making a change in one list, any of these two lists like L1 or L2 will update elements of another list, because both names are indicating to the both name refers to the same memory location. So let me show you how we can use this one. So here we are having list L1. I'll make another alias, or you can say duplicate reference of this list, that is L2, and I'll create alias by assigning. Then if you will print, I'm going to print L1, and in another line will print the elements of L2 and run this one. Now you can see that the elements are same, because both refers to the same list, both refer to the same memory location. And next, after creating alias, then if you will change index position value of a particular index position in any of the list, I'm going to change value of available at fourth index position is equal to Cambridge. So at present fourth position 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. On fourth position we are having by, and when you will assign this value, then by will be replaced with this new word, that is Cambridge. And now you can see the elements belongs to both lists have been changed. That particular element has been changed in both of the lists, because we have made change in the list 1, but list 2 also change its elements. So in the same way, if you will change the value of another list, then it will make changes in the first list also. Just try this one. So presently here we are. So inside the memory, this list has been created inside a single memory location, so one time only, right? And if you will make an alias of that particular list, then it will make two identical names. It will create two aliases, or you can say this one is the alias and this one is the a name of that list, but both alias and the actual name of that list belongs to the same memory location, indicates to the same memory location. So in this way you will be able to make an alternate, you can assign an alternate name to an existing list by using these aliases option. So that is all about the present session. If you people are having any kind of doubt